In a small, sun-drenched village, a young milkman named Ali dreamed of a better life. The annual festival was just around the corner, and the grand prize for the best milk was a pouch of gold coins. Ali's heart raced. This was his chance. His chance to finally open his own shop, maybe even buy a motorbike, and change his family's fortunes forever. But his herd was small, and the competition was fierce. As he filled his cans, a tempting thought crept in. Just a little water, no one would notice. He convinced himself it was just a temporary shortcut, a small compromise to reach a big dream. On the day of the festival, the marketplace was a whirlwind of color, music, and excitement. Villagers in their finest clothes mingled, their laughter mixing with the melodies of traditional songs. The air was thick with the scent of spices and sweets. Ali watched as the judges, a panel of respected elders, moved from stall to stall, tasting milk from every supplier. Each sip was followed by thoughtful murmurs and careful notes. When it was finally Ali's turn, he stepped forward with a calm smile, a mask hiding the storm of anxiety churning within him. He poured a sample of his diluted milk into the judge's cup, his hand steady despite his pounding heart. The first judge took a sip and his face froze. He didn't speak, just stared into the cup with a look of confusion that quickly turned to disgust. He passed it to the second judge, who whispered urgently to the town chief. A hush fell over the nearby crowd as they sensed something was wrong. Then the chief's voice boomed across the square, an announcement that shattered Ali's world into a million pieces. This milk is spoiled. The supplier has mixed it with dirty water from the river. It is unsafe to drink. A collective gasp erupted from the crowd. The festive atmosphere vanished, replaced by angry whispers that spread like wildfire. He's been cheating us all this time. One woman said, "My children drink his milk." Another cried out in alarm. Ali's chest tightened, and he felt as if he couldn't breathe. His eyes scanned the sea of accusing faces until they landed on one that broke his heart. It was his father, standing silently at the edge of the crowd. He wasn't angry, not shouting like the others. He just looked disappointed. That silence, that profound, quiet disappointment, hurt more than any words ever could. Ali's dreams of a shop and a motorbike evaporated, leaving only the bitter taste of shame. That night, Ali lay awake, staring at the ceiling as the moon cast long shadows across his room. The angry voices from the market echoed in his mind, but the image that haunted him most was his father's face. He realized his shortcut hadn't led to a prize. It had cost him his dream, his dignity, and worst of all, his father's trust. The weight of his deceit pressed down on him, heavier than any can of milk he had ever carried. He had wanted to build a better future, but he had almost destroyed the very foundation of his life, his integrity. The next morning, as the sun rose, something shifted within Ali. He made a vow to himself, a silent promise to the world. No more lies, no more shortcuts. He poured out every last drop of the tainted milk and scrubbed his cans until they shone. From that day forward, he delivered only pure, fresh milk, no matter how heavy the cans felt or how harsh the sun beat down on his back. It was hard work. At first, many doors remained closed. People were wary, their trust broken, but Ali persisted. He worked harder than ever, his actions speaking louder than any apology could. Slowly, gradually, things began to change. A neighbor gave him a second chance, then another. They saw his dedication, his unwavering commitment to quality. He didn't win any gold coins that year or the next, but he earned something far more valuable. He earned respect. He rebuilt his name, not through a shortcut, but through honest, relentless effort. He earned back his father's pride, which he now saw in a quiet smile or a proud nod. Ali's story reminds us of a simple but powerful truth. Life always returns what you give it. Our actions are like seeds we plant every day. If you plant honesty, you will harvest trust. If you plant effort, you will harvest success. But if you plant dishonesty, you will one day have to face the weight of your choices, so choose wisely. Be mindful of the seeds you are sowing today, because life is always watching and it always gives back what you deserve. Thanks for watching.